get that rolling.
Well, then are we going to do, you want to just run through tier 4s and I'll go back on my tier devil?
Yeah, we're just doing mechanic training for tier 4s. Well, just mechanic training tonight in general, but we're just gonna run tier 4s. So.
Alright, then I should go back on my... before I get everybody killed.
This will be good for whoever's watching then. Okay.
Since we're just doing T4s, you want to mix in 99 CM instead?
Yeah, we'll do 99 CM.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How come I'm not in your group anymore? Can you not love me?
Because you were still in squad.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 There we go. Oh. Awesome. Sir just joined yesterday. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Okay, so are you running Mistlocked or Commanders?
Commanders.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
Bless your heart. Thank you. Wow. All right. So.
Wait. Chronos and Fractals.
Let me just switch to Magi's.
Okay. So, go ahead and open the instance. Hey everyone on YouTube, how's it going? Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start with
yeah, I'm in.
awesome. Hey, how's it going?
Well,
Tessa, you need to get a different set of wings because we cannot be like twinsies, okay?
I don't know, like, on Tuesdays, we wear pink, and it's pretty great.
I meant, like, seriously. It's your own outfit.
Doing dailies plus Rex. Alrighty. Just gonna adjust some stuff. Okay, so I guess we'll get our warm-ups going. We'll start with Solid Ocean, then we'll go Snowblind, then we'll go 99 CM.
And sir, welcome to the guild.
Indeed, welcome.
Hold on, let me boost your sound up.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna boost you up a little bit.
Alright, sir, say something for me, just so I know you got you.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright,
Awesome.
there we go. Perfect.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Bingo, baby.
Some sloth training earlier. It was great.
Nice.
Alright, let me turn games down a little bit. Oh, wait.
I gotta make sure I got my levels down.
Bingo, baby. Dingo, baby.
Alright. I should be ready to go. Whenever you guys are.
Yep. So I might be muted for most of the fractals. So just so you know.
Alright.
Okay, I'm good whenever.
A lot of weird noises.
Alright.
Why are you making a lot of weird
Just an unfiltered stream of profanity.
My head is full of juice. That's all I'm saying.
That's disgusting. Oh wait, I'm gonna grab some food.
Wait, did you say juice or Jews?
Juice.
It was a wild last night for him. Hey, it never stops a Pika from sneezing, coughing, and doing whatever. So.
And he never mutes his mic.
And he never mutes his fucking mic.
Yeah.
Alright. So
get into the shower or like make dinner.
Alrighty.
Wait, gotta throw my mic in the dryer for a second. It's a bit wet.
Alrighty, alright. Here we go.
Hey Tessa, it was funny when Dooms did it. It wasn't much when you were. Just sorry.
Hey, got him.
Sorry, my timing's a bit off.
Alright.
Sir, we really do take things seriously, but you're gonna get like comedy hours. So I
Oh yeah,
apologize.
no, never too serious. It's bad for you.
All we need is Joey to pop in.
Dude, we need Joey to pop in for sure.
Joey.
Okay.
I need people. It's hit now.
Alrighty.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got Taza, Dooms, Brandon, and Sir Cuss Freak. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, call me RK.
RK? Okay, cool. Cool.
Music.
Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with Solid Ocean. So just so you guys know, I am streaming, so I'm gonna be talking to YouTube at the same time and explaining all the mechanics as we go, even if we already know it, just because those who are watching may not.
Sounds good.
That's all right. We don't listen to you anyways.
Yeah, I figured you might not anyway. So
Rheyo, you should do a Guild Wars 2 and tasty hands only cooking video.
oh what? Oh what?
You know, the tasty videos on Facebook.
Tasty
Where it's just
video?
hands making food.
Yeah, the cooking one.
Have you seen those?
No, but okay, this is funny because my girlfriend literally just said this yesterday. Like I should.
That's his
To do a mashup?
Yeah, like.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm catfishing you.
Oh, that's you. Oh, wow. Your voice has gotten a little bit deeper. Did I just DC?
Hello?
No, I didn't. Hello? Oh, hold on. Discord sounds pretty crazy right now. Okay. Alright, I don't know what's going on with Discord, but okay, yeah. So, so
We're back.
awesome, we're
Yeah.
back. That was weird.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Welcome to the
Yeah.
Matrix.
Discord shit the bed for me. I thought it was me.
So anyway, I'm catfishing you, Rheyo, sorry.
Oh, okay. Dang. What a way to figure out. Alright, so,
But she actually said you should do a Guild Wars 2 and tasty mashup.
not like a mashup, but she was saying, like, do, like, cooking videos, and she mentioned Tasty, because I'm pretty sure it was Tasty, like, she mentioned, like, doing the aerial shot of, like, me cooking and everything like that, and, like, doing some, like, I don't know, say I choose Omnom berry bars or something like that.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Like a Guild Wars 2 tasty mashup where you make that food.
Well, that's even more funny because back in the day, I actually did, when they only had a couple recipes, I actually did a Guild Wars 2 recipe book.
She literally, like, no joke, literally just told me that yesterday. Same exact suggestion. That's really funny. So,
Well, then you should do it then.
yeah, I'm
Listen,
probably
that's
going to
me
do it.
telling you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Do you have a nice kitchen?
It's pretty cluttered, but it's...
Well, wait, do you have like a nice countertop? It's going to be top down anyway.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing all the, like, I'll have to watch some of those videos, see if I can pull it off. But
It looks pretty easy.
I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a go.
It always looks easier than it is, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, down.
Alright, so for those watching, we're doing a it's not solo, Solid Ocean, and this is a pretty easy fractal. It's just a boss fractal. All you do is run all the way to the end. Right now, we're killing the Irakanji, and see these giant tentacles? We need to kill those, and that's going to start the boss fight. The boss is this giant thing called the Jade Maw, and what's going to happen is there's going to be crystals that will spawn after we kill the tentacles, and once we kill the Jade construct things that will appear as well. And once we get those crystals, whoever gets a skull above their head is going to get lasered by the boss. And when they get lasered by the boss, they need to grab a crystal, so that way the crystal will charge and you can throw it back in the boss's eye. If you don't have a crystal, you can dodge the attack, just so you don't die. And if you get hit by the laser, it's going to instantly down you. And if you're down, then you're going to instantly die. So, yeah, pretty easy. This one is kind of just about, it's more of just like a waiting game. There's points where you can get out of combat, so if you die and everyone's out of combat, you can respawn. And if your party wipes, the boss health doesn't regenerate, so that's pretty helpful. But, yeah. We were just killing the Irakanji, so that way we could have a little less pressure when we start the fight. But they'll keep respawning until you kill the first 2 tentacles. So now you can see the tentacles respawned. And we're just going to kill these, and we're going to get these reflection crystals whenever we have a skull above our head. Now, the main way to damage the boss is through the reflection crystals, but you can also damage the boss by killing the tentacles. Whenever the tentacles disappear, they'll regenerate, or they'll hurt the boss by 4%. So I just got knocked back right there, so I didn't have a chance to pick up the crystal, so I just dodged the attack. Alright. Now, one thing that you'll see a lot of pub groups do is, this is an old tactic, and understandable for a reason in the past why you would do this, but a lot of people will do exactly what I'm about to show you. They'll grab a crystal, and we'll move it all the way to this back corner, far out of reach of the Colossus and everything, or the Colossi and everything. It's all good, Brendan. But you don't want to move every single one into the back corner, because if I'm out here, for instance, killing that tentacle, and then I get targeted, and there's no crystals, and they're all in that back corner, I have to dodge to avoid dying, and if I'm out of dodges, then I'm gonna get downed and die, like, instantly. So, you don't want to hurt your party by taking them all to the back corner, for one, and then, for two, if I do dodge the mechanic, then I'm missing out on an opportunity to damage the boss by not being able to charge a crystal because there's none near me, because they're all in the back corner. So, the better solution to that is you don't have to leave them where they spawn. I had to dodge there, and actually I didn't have to. I could have taken the hit, but I missed the charge. Just kind of leave them a little bit spread out. Like, where they are right now is fine. You don't need to take them all to the back corner. Another hint, with these Jade Colossi, they have this little reflective missiles buff. If you use a CC, you see how it went away? You CC it, and that's like a stack of stability that gets removed. So then that way you can actually use your projectile skills on them, which will be helpful for like Staff Elliot or something like that.
Okay, now that one I did not know.
Yeah, something I kind of just accidentally figured out. Now here's an...
Future, baby.
Oh yeah. So, now that we killed all the Colossi, the boss gets enraged. The boss gets enraged and starts targeting people quicker, so that means we can actually damage the boss quicker. And I accidentally threw that at a tentacle. So this will be a really important time to not have the crystals bunched up in one area. Because while I'm waiting to get targeted, I'm going and killing tentacles to speed this up a little bit. And I didn't see that coming, so I had to actually dodge that. Ooh. It's a little too fast for me.
Don't forget about the holding a crystal when you revive someone.
Ooh, good point. Good point. Yeah, so what Taze is mentioning right there is if I'm reviving someone, I can get targeted. And then if you have a crystal, you can pretty much just, that's like your safe bet of not dying. Because there's nothing else attacking us. And then you'll just charge the crystal pretty much. And that's the only thing attacking you unless a tentacle spawns. Overall, pretty easy Fractal. Very soloable because nothing resets when you wipe, which is pretty neat. Could take a while, but it's possible.
Alright, I had a skull above my head. Oh, there it goes.
Now, the reason why people bring it to the back corner and it's become a like that's the tactic is because crystals used to not last for 5 minutes on the ground. They used to last for like 30 seconds or a minute or something like that. So you wanted to have them all in a small area so that way you could go and pick them up and drop them to refresh their down timer. So that's the reason why it exists today. And at least I think that's the reason why it exists. So
One of the tactics that I've seen, especially when there's this many crystals laying around the ground, is to stop attacking everything. And everybody just kind of goes and hangs out back there in the corner until they get to use up some of these that are out here.
yeah.
Like, there's no reason to be fighting these tentacles right now when we have this many crystals out.
Well, there is, because whenever you kill a tentacle,
Which is fine.
yeah.
Everybody's going down.
There we go. 8%, and you're done. So, depends on the tier, Raven. If you're in tier 4, then yes, you will need Ascended Gear because you'll need Agony Resistance, and you can only have Agony Resistance with Ascended Gear. And Aravind, is Thief easier to play than NG and Fractals? I don't play Thief, but yeah, as Michael was saying, Thief does have a very easy rotation. You just auto attack with staff twice, then you dodge, finish the auto attack, staff 2, and repeat. That's all you gotta do. So
You can also dodge a bazillion times, so it's way easier.
yeah, you have a lot of endurance regeneration, and then access to vigor, and then you also have, if you're using potions, you have fractal mobility. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Having a piece of chocolate while on stream. Not trying to be nasty with the mouth noises, but
ASMR Guild Wars.
all right. So now we're going to do Snowblind. We have both have social awkwardness.
Woo.
The only difference is misconvergence and last laugh. Both have no pain, no gain, and social awkwardness.
The one that's not last laugh
All right.
is my vote, at least.
All right.
Is that the higher one?
No, it's a lower one. What's your personal level?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm at 92. So
Okay.
it would, no, it's not a big deal, man. I'm gonna be getting these. It's no big deal at all.
Alrighty. Alright, so now we're doing Snowblind. Snowblind is actually a guide that I just finished earlier this week, or excuse me, later last week, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and just, since we're running through it, explain it. So, start off, you have this special action key. I have it set to my mouse 5, so it's easy to click. You want to light the bonfire like we did, and then that starts the first encounter. See how this fire... What were you going to say, Brandon?
I'm going to toss firewood down to you guys.
Awesome. That's actually what I was going to explain, so that's perfect. So after we kill this ice elemental... Oop, good. Okay. So what Brandon's doing is he's getting all the firewood in the back because he's a thief, so he has like a lot of access to... Like, he's very mobile, so he can get all the firewood from back there and throw it closer, so I don't have to run all the way back there. Having one person run back there to throw them all closer, that way the people at the fire can just stick there and not get hypothermia, is a pretty good, helpful tactic for your party. So, aside from throwing the firewood and keeping the bonfire up, we want to kill these ice elementals because if they reach the bonfire, they're going to extinguish the fire by about 15-20%, something crazy like that. And if the bonfire goes away, it's not going to kill us, but it will make it a little bit harder because we won't have a safe zone to get rid of hypothermia stacks. And oop, there we go. Aside from hypothermia stacks, we need the bonfire up so that way we can have the ice wall right here melting so we can move on to the second encounter. What else is there? So right now I don't have warmth anymore, actually. So right now I'm stacking hypothermia. Every 5 seconds I'm going to get another stack of hypothermia, and that's going to slow my character. And that's also going to damage me, and I can't block that damage. So the way that I get rid of hypothermia is you see this little white AoE ring right here, which now just got bigger. I stand in here and I get the warmth buff, and it'll remove every single stack of hypothermia that I currently have on me. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to try and do Ventari Rev. Someone said that you might be able to do, or that you're able to block 3 of the projectiles with the tablet, so I'm going to try that.
Is it tall enough?
They said if you place it correctly, you're able to, but I'm going to try it out, see how it works.
Because for Druid, I just put it by a bonfire. I don't put it on the
Right.
actual thing. I think Revenant might be the same.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I really didn't think Revenant had a tall enough one, but someone said you can knock, if you position it right, you can cover 3. But so for this part, the boss right now doesn't have the stacks, but when these fires extinguish, the boss will have. Ooh, okay.
Blocked one there. I'm blocking this one there.
Alright, let me see how I can position this. Maybe like a little bit.
I can keep 2 of the fires up myself.
Okay. No, so tablet's not working right now. I'd have to practice that. But yeah, pretty much what we're doing is we're killing the boss. You see how it has Rhyme Shield? Each stack of Rhyme Shield reduces the boss's damage intake by 10%, and each fire will reduce the Rhyme Shield stacks by 2. So there's 5 fires, 10 stacks of Rhyme Shield. All 5 fires up means you have the boss completely vulnerable. What we need to do is just obviously get this all the way down to 0%. Every 25% though, the boss is going to launch out these ice rings that will extinguish the fires by 50% each. So what we were just talking about is having these projectile absorbs to block the fires from getting extinguished at all. So if you have a Mesmer with feedback, that's a really helpful utility to bring, because that can absorb all 5 of the projectiles. But didn't think about that beforehand, because we do have Teza. But
Hey, Taser, remember your geyser?
Yeah, I know. Gonna grab it after the boss fight.
It's right before. It's easier if you go before.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right here.
so now we're just running through this forest. All we gotta do is run to the boss here. Nothing crazy.
Jeez, it's right over here on me.
Yep. I was just off by 1 cliffside.
He was just testing you.
JK.
Thank you kindly. Be right there. 1 step closer.
Alright. So now we're going to do the boss. The boss has, right now you can see it, Rhyme Shield right here. Rhyme Shield, protective coating of ice that reduces incoming damage by 10%. He has Rhyme Shield from each of these corrupted ice crystals. These ice crystals are similar to the previous boss. They'll function the same way. They'll shoot out these little ice spikes, and every time you get hit by an ice spike, it's going to give you a stack of hypothermia. And if there's 3 going on at once, then that could potentially be 3 stacks of hypothermia every few seconds, and that can be a killer. So they're very easy to kill. Just clear them off, and it'll make the boss take 30% more damage, and you won't get hypothermia stacks. We're just going to try and stick on top of the boss. That way all the ads can run into us, and we can cleave them down. But since we do have social awkwardness, we want to be careful about not stacking right on top of each other. Because if someone's standing on me and then I keep attacking, then I'm going to be killing myself. So social awkwardness forces you to kind of spread out a little bit, but that'll be fine because that won't be too big of a deal. So we're gonna kill these ice crystals and just CC the boss, and then he'll phase it every 25%, and I'll explain them as we go. You guys ready?
Yep.
Awesome. There we go. Just remembered I don't have that. Okay, cool. So now the boss has something called Ice Breath, and then I don't know who was targeted, but
I was.
okay. So I'll have to explain that when it comes up. But pretty much the Ice Breath is a major mechanic that you want to avoid. So Ice Breath, Brandon is targeted. So the Ice Breath is following Brandon everywhere that he goes, and every time you get hit by Ice Breath, it applies Creeping Ice. At about 7 to 8 stacks of Creeping Ice, you're going to get frozen, and then your teammates are going to have to break you out of the ice. So make sure when you get that, you just move back away from the boss, and you don't run around in circles because it hits everyone. So you want to be careful about where you're dragging it. So now 75% happens, and then we'll have to kill this Ice Brood Effigy. Pretty much just sidestep all these AoEs, and then as the ice, we just want to kill the Ice Brood Effigy, and then the boss will respawn. Once the boss respawns, we're going to kill these ice crystals again, rinse and repeat. Same thing's going to happen at 50%. There we go. So now we CC the boss. Alright, so I'm targeted right now, so I just went far away from the boss. That way no one else got hit. So, one mechanic with the Elite Ice Brood Effigy is that at 50%-ish health, he'll start doing his large-scale AoE. And that AoE will, this one right here, if you get hit by it, you're going to get frozen, just like all these spirits did or whatever. So, you want to be careful not to get hit by that, because then, just like the 7 stacks of Creeping Ice, your teammates are going to have to free you. And I don't know how many people actually know about that in a pub group, because I've been frozen many times without being saved, so I don't know how many people are aware of that. So now the boss has Rhyme Shield again, and that is because the Elite Ice Brood Atrocity is up. So we want to just, like we're doing already, keep stacked on the boss. That way we can damage the boss as well as keep this Atrocity down. That was my fault in the push.
I got ice on me. There we go.
Alright, Atrocity's down, then we're going to get him down to 25%, and then he's going to turn into a bear, and he's going to have a lot of CC, and he's going to do a lot more damage. So now the boss is going to get a lot, he's going to get 10 stacks of Rhyme Shield, 3 from these ice turrets, and then 7 from the Ice Brood Effigy. So, same thing here, we're going to just try and keep on the boss, and cleave them both down at once. So I just got CC'd, so I want to be careful there. There we go. Nice, nicely done. So that was possible because we have a good amount of damage, so we're not dealing with mechanics for too long. And then Dooms is also a good healer, so he knows what to look out for in groups.
Aww.
So don't let it go to your head. That's fine. No. No, but Dooms is a good healer, so he knows what to look out for, so I can comfortably rely on him to stay stacked on the boss. So, that's kind of like an iffy situation. Like if I'm in a group where my healer's not too familiar with the mechanics there, or someone, more so just like people in my party might not be familiar with mechanics, I'll probably kite around a little bit more to kill the effigy, as opposed to stacking on the boss and killing the effigy. So, really depends on your group. Just have a good read. Awesome. It's all good, man.
I can do it in tier 1. It's no big deal.
What was the thing that you needed to interact with?
Oh, there's a
Disguiser.
guy in there. You put a +8 in it.
Okay.
I remembered it before and brought it, but then
Yeah.
I forgot when it actually happened.
I gotcha. Alrighty. So now, since this is like a full on, pretty much officer group, or just like a tier 4 group. That we all, like with the guild, we all really run regularly for the most part together. So we're going to do 99 CM instead of just 99 normal mode. So,
Oh god, call the cops.
oh god, call the cops. So,
That's my first time stepping in at CM.
awesome. So,
Perfect group then.
yeah,
Perfect group.
perfect. Have you done 99 normal mode?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to be very similar to that.
Buy some pots maybe. Everyone have some pots on hand.
I have some on me.
Awesome.
And then also,
The
stream,
Scarlet.
yo, you boys. If you're playing DPS, if you're not playing a healer, you want to take a Scarlet Slaying potion for
Yes.
99 CM.
Oh, I
Yes.
do have one of those in my bank. Hold on a sec.
You need a couple.
Awesome. So,
Yeah, I think I do.
tips for anyone running 99 CM or normal mode. This potion is godly. It is cheap, and it gives you a 10% damage bonus and a 10% damage reduction to everything in this fractal. Because everything, so it's against Toxic Alliance, Watchwork, Aetherblade, and Molten Alliance. Everything that Scarlet would try and lead against Tyria, pretty much. And this is a Scarlet-based fractal, so literally everything in here will be affected by this potion. So run it whenever you're doing this fractal.
Rheyo, do you see healers taking that? Because I don't take that as druid. I take my bountiful maintenance oils instead.
No, take your bounty.
Personally, I don't know. Sometimes I see like DPS not taking it, and I'm just like, why are you not taking it? I would say, like, I mean, if you're trying to have more healing power, then yeah, I would definitely get that, because it's not like you don't have a struggle with surviving and you're not doing damage. So definitely take your healing power.
Yeah, that's what I always. That's what I figure.
But yeah, if you're like struggling to survive and you're a healer, then I would take it for sure. All right, I guess we're all good to go.
Maybe talk about comp for this fractal. That's kind of important.
Oh yeah, so comp. Talking about
Composition.
yeah, party composition. So right now we have a pretty good comp. I'm DPS, Brandon's DPS, he's our thief, and then RK is our dragon hunter, so we have 3 DPS. Dooms is our druid, who also gives us 25 might, and then Teza is our chrono, who gives us alacrity and quickness. So we could benefit if one of our DPS were a power spellbreaker in the current meta, or Condi Berserker for banners, and still being able to do damage, because banners make quite a difference when it comes to the group DPS. But that, I mean, all these things are kind of double up on CC, Emerald Wisdom, Bane Signet. You should be good with Bane Signet, honestly, because I have a lot of CC myself, and then of course Teza has a lot of CC. But yeah,
A
so
lot of high-end groups that are like statics, or if they play a lot together, usually the druid and the chrono double up and do all the CC with themselves.
okay,
A lot
yeah.
of times DPS don't even do CC, but in
Okay.
pugs, definitely you will.
That's something I didn't know actually, but because I really just pug group and then run with the guild. But
Looking a lot too. Other than my trap and Bane Signet, do I need to like stand your ground or reflect wall?
I don't think so.
I would take your spinning trap, and it depends what build you're playing. If you need the retaliation, take a retell shout. If not, what's the other shout? I think standard ground is the one you normally take, right?
A lot of times, yeah, but I am playing the Zeal build, so save yourselves.
Taysa, you're running Chaos Chrono, right? Can you get retail up?
Yep, I should be
What's
able
the, is
to.
it retail up time 100%?
I don't know that's 100%, but it's pretty close.
Okay, yeah.
And probably
Somewhere in the
also-
80, 90 range.
Yeah.
So between his symbols and my Chaos Storm, I should be able to keep it up.
I'm not sure if we need reflection in this one at all.
I don't think we do, honestly.
If there is any reflectable projectiles.
Well, the first boss there is, but
Oh,
that won't really be a problem because
the
I would
green
just, yeah, I would take damage there. Because the only time that's really going to be a problem is if we're phasing like at 75, 50%, and 25% with the champion watch knights. But if you take a offensive utility there, that would probably benefit us more. Because otherwise, orbs won't really be a problem.
I use that one a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
That works. Awesome. Yeah, as for the team comp and everything, that's just we have 25 might, quickness, and alacrity. That way we have shorter skill cooldowns, and then 25 might is good for, that's 30 damage per stack, and 25 times 30 is 750. So that's a lot of a power, huge power bonus there. So quickness is going to make us attack faster. So those are pretty crucial things to clearing things quicker. Because although you can do this without a meta comp, or you can do this without like super efficient DPS or whatever, and you can there's been people who have soloed these bosses. So you can definitely take your time, and if you have 5 people playing defensively, you can definitely do it. It's going to take a long time, but keep in mind, the longer that you're doing it, the longer that you're dealing with mechanics. So that could be good for practice, but the same tactic that you'd use in a full defensive build versus a full glass cannon build, and having someone else for your heals and everything like that, you're gonna use a different kind of tactic. So typically, in my opinion, I don't want to say the best way, but in my eyes, the best way to go about it is just go full on in one aspect. If you're going to be DPS, you don't need healing power, you don't need toughness. Just go full on DPS. And then if you're going to be a healer, go full on heals. If you're going to be a tank, go full on tank, or whatever it is. Because having 5 people 100% in their specific role is going to be better than 5 people 50% in like different-ish roles, unless like your party can work with it or whatever. But yeah, so that's just kind of like the thing behind team comp. But for this first part, you see that there's a red static assault knight. Before we start the boss, there's going to be this red guy, and then once we kill this red guy, there's going to be a green and blue one that spawn and have the same attacks as him. He's going to have an auto attack, and then he's going to have 2 AoEs. One, the safe spot's going to be around the boss, and then the other one is just going to be a normal AoE that you want to dodge out of and not take the hit. CC these guys when you can. Once we kill the red one, head south, and we'll stack on the southern one. That way the other one can run to us, and they don't do their giant AoEs at the same time. The AoEs that have the safe spot around them. So that way we can have the guy that we're at launch it first, and then the other guy is going to launch it second, and then we can go to his safe zone. It'll make more sense when you actually see it. But we'll just go ahead and jump in. And after we do this, go ahead and GG, reset cooldown so we can take different skills, and in case anyone dies, we can get the Mistlocked Singularity.
Leroy.
Alright, so that's the first attack. Safe zone is around him. If you're in this danger zone, then you're going to get pulled into the boss. And that's the other AoE, just a normal one. Just, you want to dodge that. And he evades while doing that. Go to south, to the blue Assault Knight. Alright, so they're doing 2 AoEs at the same time. They might do the next AoE at the same time. Just kidding. So safe zone is going to be around the green guy, so we're going to go him. And let's go to blue to finish him off. So now he's doing the AoE, so I want to stack back on him. So that's the reason why I want to go to 1 at a time. Because if both of them, if we were in the middle, they both did that attack at the same time, that could be a little bit of a tough spot. Alright, so we cleared them both. The boss is spawning. We're going to go ahead and GG. And then once everyone's dead, we'll respawn. And then GG again, Teza. Unless, or did... Yeah, typically you want to wait till everyone's dead. So do it again, RK. There we go. So the reason why you want to wait till everyone's dead is because it's not considered a party wipe until everyone's dead. And when the party wipes, your cooldowns reset and the Mistlocked singularity resets. So here, we're going to CC the boss, treat him as normal. This attack right here, if you do not avoid it, you're going to get knocked back, and just like Brandon did right there, he took 7 stacks of burning, and he took some heavy damage, which could KO you if you don't have any heals coming up. Get ready to dodge now. RK just took huge damage right there. So you want to be careful of that. So 75% is coming up. We're going to go east. And another Assault Knight's going to pop up. Alright, get onto the dome first. And get ready to dodge in 3, 2, 1, now. Ooh, that was tough. That was tough. And we have Vindicators. That's even worse. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I just lost my Mistlock. Go. So, 75%. Assault Knight's going to spawn. At 50%, another Assault Knight's going to spawn. And then at 25%, another Assault Knight's going to spawn. So, there we go. So now since our chrono's down, we're going to be doing lower overall DPS because we don't have quickness and we don't have alacrity. So our cooldowns are going to be normal as opposed to 25% shorter. And then we're also not attacking 33% faster, so that's a pretty huge DPS cut right there. Still possible though. Now these rings always have the same rotation. They're never in a random rotation, so they explode in the same order every single time. So use a little bit of, or don't waste all your CC because we do want to have it for the Assault Knight that pops up here in just a moment. Okay, so the next Assault Knight's going to be where we just were with the dome. Alright, CC. Alright, hold it, because he's blocking. There we go, CC. Nice. Okay. So while we're fighting these guys, we do want to be careful with the Putrid Vomit, the cones that go in front of us, which doesn't do anything up front, but if someone's standing in the cone when it disappears, you're going to vomit on them, which will damage them and throw the attack back onto them. So it's kind of like a chain reaction kind of skill. Alright, so now we have a Vindicator. We want to... Nope, he's actually already gone. No biggie. Okay, so now we want to CC, and we want to get the boss down to 33%. 33%, the boss is going to enrage and start chasing us around, and then right after we get it to 33%, we're going to get it to 25% so we can kill the Assault Knight. And then once the Assault Knight's down, it should be pretty much in the bag. Kinda. Let's try and get it before it domes. Dang it. Every time that the boss domes, he spawns a whole bunch of adds, the Reavers, and the Reavers will do a lot of confusion damage if you get hit by their attacks, so... I think I just barfed on Brandon. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh no, someone barfed on me. So I barfed again. Alright, so now the boss is enraged, no more dome attacks. Boss is jumping, I block his attack, or I dodge it, whatever. So now he's doing this double swoop. Boom. He does the double swoop, and then he'll turn around 180 degrees and start doing this clockwise rotation attack. So never stand right behind him after he finishes channeling those swoops, otherwise you'll get blasted. Now the difference between normal mode and CM is he does 3 shockwaves instead of just 1. So you can see how this is definitely, when you understand, like, that one attack that always wiped me was the 360 or 360 ground slam attack. But now that I know that he turns around 180 degrees, so I'm in the danger zone right now, I'm going to get out of there. Now that I know where that attack is, my survivability just is so much better on this fractal, or on this challenge mode. Oh crap.
Yep.
You ain't dead yet, boy.
No.
You might be dead now, boy.
No. The Vindicator. No. Damn.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry, boy. You dead as hell.
Dead as hell.
1%. 1 flippin' percent.
I know.
Oh. Alright. So, he's about to be at 25%. So we're going to be hecka careful. But you see, he's so much easier to kite because he doesn't have all these crazy AoEs. And
For some reason, he's stuck on the wyvern.
that is so
The
helpful.
god. Charles the god.
Charles
baby.
the MVP.
Charles will take him down. Just
Thanks,
Red
Charles.
He's doing
Red balls to death.
he's doing a lot of damage there. He's wrecking him.
Alright, let's just go ahead and phase him real quick and get rid of this last Assault Knight. Alright, get out from behind him because he's going to do the AoE. Awesome, Assault Knight's up. CC, quick. Alright, be careful, the boss is going to jump soon. Get out of this little AoE, and he's jumping now. To avoid all those shockwaves, jump into the boss, get out from behind him if you're behind him.
I was trying to res.
Dang. Here we come, boys. We got
Come on,
this,
Charles,
boys.
get up.
We got this, boys.
And now we get to watch Rheyo solo it.
Who knows?
I'm not sure if you can solo the Watch Night.
No, it's double Vindicator.
Oh, the Vindicators will disappear.
Ooh.
Or they should disappear.
Vindicators don't disappear.
I
That's
thought they did.
no.
They can.
Yeah.
Vindicators?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, 1 minutes.
There. Bit by bit. Bit by bit.
Just hope you don't hit an overflow. Okay. No engineers. Got it.
We don't play NG here. Teza.
Sometimes you just gotta empty the goddamn bit bucket.
Ooh. This could get a little bit hairy. Oh, that was scary. Whew.
Good news is you don't have to worry about puking on anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
No, one less mechanic to worry about right here, Rheyo. You got it easy.
Oh my gosh.
What's that? go make dinner. BRB.
Okay, we want to go take a shower real quick. Take a bath, actually. A nice soak.
There we go.
All right. Now
Watch nights down. I do this thing when I'm like in like a like a tough situation. I squint like it's sunny in my room. But it's
Well,
I don't know. It just like it's just my natural reaction when I like need to see.
That sounds like you need glasses.
I'm gonna try it next time. Watch
I
the
do
video.
this thing when the situation gets really tough, where I just lay on the ground here and watch Rheyo do it for me.
It's working great. It's a pro strat.
Ooh, that was close.
Was it you that soloed Karen?
No. But I want to try that.
I watched a video of it the other day. I couldn't remember if it was one of yours or not.
No. That took that dude an hour on a thief.
Yeah. It was more than that. It was
Yeah.
longer than that.
Oh yeah, he sped it up,
insane.
didn't he? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is.
Yeah, this may take a while, but at least there's my cursor. At least you're kind of getting a good view of mechanics here if
Yeah.
you're watching.
Definitely.
You just need to give us a chance to redeem ourselves on Thursday.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was really close. Holy crap.
All right, I'm back. I just got out of the shower. What did I miss?
So peeking on them does nothing. Huh?
No.
That's too bad. Hey YouTube.
Hey, what's up, man? No. Holy crap. Was that close? Okay. So pretty much what I'm doing is I'm really just taking it slow. Whenever he does that specific attack, I get away from him. That way he doesn't jump on me. I dodge through with shockwaves. And whenever he does these attacks, I just try and create as much distance as possible between him. And I try not to take any risks when I'm doing this. Just because if I get knocked down once, that puts me at a very vulnerable spot because I am in full glass cannon gear. Which means I'll pretty much die if I get hit by most things, you know. And pretty much my burn phases are when he does that one, what is it called? The 360 AoE. That's pretty much my, like this right here. This is my burn phase right here because he's stuck in this animation. So that gives me time to actually $2K ping. And then of course when I CC him.
That's what I had earlier in the practice.
Okay.
Where are the Guild Wars 2 servers at?
Pretty sure it's Texas, isn't it?
I have no clue. I know Guild Wars 1 is hosted by Amazon. I'm not sure about 2.
You moved them last year, didn't you?
Alright, we're fixing to be at 1%, period of GG.
Yeah.
Alright, what?
Fractal Tactics is GG 1%.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you guys this part of the fight, and then we're going to restart it. There we go. Holy frick.
Easy peasy, baby. Only took 29 minutes.
Is that really how long it took?
A little less than that.
A little less.
There we go. Power Herald meta. I gotta push the agenda when I can. Everyone hates
Red.
Yeah, suck it. Awesome. Alright, so here we're gonna pretty much just kill these hallucinations. In challenge mode you have these hypnos. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line of sight these guys. Line of sight meaning we're gonna get aggro, and then we need to get them. We need to get out of their direct line of sight. That way they're forced to come around the corner. So when they come around the corner, Taser can put down a focus pool if he has focus, or if we have like a Dragon Hunter pool or something. Then we can focus them all onto one little area, and then we can cleave them down like we're doing right now. There we go. Now this side's free, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and cap it while everyone clears the other guys, just to save us a little bit of time. Not like it really matters. Main point here is just to complete. There we go. Alright, so same things here. We're going to line of sight them around one of these corners, and then we're just going to get aggro and run back behind this corner. That way we can get them all into one area, and we can cleave them down.
And just so you guys know, the meta tactic here involves a mesmer, stealthing, and portaling everyone up to the sides. But this, I think, is a lot easier.
Oh, hey, Heretic, what's up, man? I didn't know that was you, man. Did they really, Aravind? Or is that sarcasm? I've gotten a lot of flack for being a power herald in PvP. Alright, so what we're doing here, the tactic that we're doing here is we're going one side at a time. I'm just clearing these guys, especially this Necromancer in the center, because he just unleashes a lot of conditions. But if we go one side at a time, then that's easy, but I'm just going to GG because party's dead. So, but what's good about party wipe is a Mistlocked singularity reset. So I'm going to go get my singularity, boom, and then I'm going to get back to it. But yeah, when you go up one side at a time and cap one side at a time, it's going to be a little bit easier. That way you can have 5 people killing one ad as opposed to splitting up and having 2 and 3 killing different ads on the sides. Now, of course, if you're in a more experienced group, by all means split up. But like Doom said, the meta tactic here would be a mesmer, stealthing here, dropping a portal, getting us all the way to the end, dropping that portal again so we can all port there, kill the stuff there, and cap it real quick. But that's not what we're worried about.
Indicators up.
Go.
Indicators down.
Circles pop a little faster in CM, huh?
Yeah, they do. I probably should have cleared these guys before we jumped in because they followed us up, so we're outnumbered in the capping circle.
Indicator up.
Yeah, careful of the barf. Go. Get him out of there. Get this Vindicator. Nice. There we go. Go. Do. Vindicator. Nice. Capped. Boom. Dang, Aravind. Throwing some shade at the Power Herald. Still sticking by it, though. Alright, let's clear these ads. And then we'll go up. Alright, so since all the ads are gone, having 4 people just clear those ads is fine. 1 person up here can cap the altar with no interruptions. And boom. Now we just have that center altar.
Brandon, I keep thinking you're one of my clones.
That's because you copied my attire, damn it.
Nice.
I think we arrived at it in parallel.
I think so.
Alright, here we go. Now we're just trying to get to the next part here. Once we're at the top, interact with that, or just run through that red orb, deactivates the trap, then we're good. And then the difference here between normal mode and challenge mode is that Marjorie and Casimir hallucinations turn hostile, so you want to stand a little bit back. Mechanics here. What we need to do is we need to each mark a side, north, south, east, and west. So mark a side using Alt and left click on the minimap. So you can see I marked the western side. Druid and Chrono are going to stack together because they're supporting us and healing us, so they're not doing much damage. So we need south covered by perfect. So what the point of this is at 66%, the boss is going to spawn 4 echo hallucinations, 4 veterans that we each need to split up and kill at our designated sides. So at 66%, I'm going to go west. At 66%, Brandon's going to go north. RK, you're going to go south. Then Dooms and Teza are going to go east. Once we kill these guys, the boss is going to be invulnerable. It's going to be exactly like the CC phase, where if you don't CC him in time, the arena explodes. Same exact thing, except you're not CCing him, you're killing these hallucinations. When you kill your hallucination, go to like your clockwise one or whatever who's next to you and help them clear theirs if they haven't already. Typically, that's going to be east where Dooms and Teza are, but you know, I was doing this yesterday and our Spellbreaker killed it after our Chrono, so it was kind of, you know, you kind of have to keep an eye on your party. So I'll assist when I'm done with mine. A good way to clear yours very quick is to anticipate it when it spawns. So don't unload your rotation. Like if you have a fresh rotation around like 68%, 69%, something like that, hold on to it, and that way at 67%, when it's like getting close to 66%, run to your side, unleash your rotation, and you should down it before the arena even starts getting the AoE circle. Then you can help out someone else, and the phase will happen real quick. So that's what I do. It's very helpful. At 33%, same thing's going to happen, just they're going to shift from the sides to the corners. So the way that we're going to handle that is we're going to go clockwise. So since I'm west, I'm going to go northwest. And then since Brandon's north, he's going to go northeast, and so on and so forth. So just pretty much rotate to the right. Other than that, pretty sure all the mechanics are the same. They're literally the same, except for the poison orbs. Dooms is going to kite those because he's range and he can heal us from a range. And so the poison orb will be shot at whoever's the farthest away. And the way that it's going to be different here is instead of just dropping where Dooms is at, it's going to bounce back towards the boss and spawn 2. So there's going to be 3 poison fields. 1 where it initially lands, and then the 2 after it bounces. Which won't be a problem because Dooms is going to handle it. Another thing that Dooms might get is he might get aggro of the boss for the AoE. The AoE.
First, I will.
Okay, cool. So the AoE that I'm talking about is if anyone's standing in it, when it detonates, it spawns the Nightmare Hallucination. The Nightmare Hallucination in challenge mode sucks. It sucks a lot. They have a lot of health. They do a lot of damage as is, and it's not the same as normal mode. Like normal mode, you can kind of down it fairly quick, but challenge mode, it's like they have 3 times the health pool, so they're really a problem. So like Doom said, he's going to enter first, and that way if he's already kiting the poison, he might be able to get that aggro of the AoE circle as well, so that way we don't have to worry about getting out of that and at the boss. So pretty much everything the same as normal mode, except 66 and 33%, go to the sides, kill the hallucination, help out your buddies. Alright, so, and then have your CCs ready. Alright, so don't go in until Dooms goes in and attacks. Well, we'll let Dooms give us the go-ahead. Alright, see you, Heretic. Alright, go ahead. Nice. Alright, so the AoE is on RK. It's all good. It's not too hard to avoid. Just make sure you're not standing in it. So get out of there. Nice. That's the most crucial mechanic to avoid. And we already got it on lock, so. And then don't barf on each other, of course. Alright, CC. Oh, wow. Okay, that was super quick. Nice.
Moa, man.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, OP.
Moa Man is OP. Don't mess with the Moa Man. Oh,
Okay, careful with where you're going. You want to stay kind of closer to the boss there.
Okay.
If you go too far out, you'll start getting aggro on the orbs.
alright, volatile hallucinations are spawning. Just be careful of those. Ooh! Accidentally clicked on the off screen. Didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Start saving your rotations here pretty soon. We're at 70%. And then get ready to go to the sides. Nice. 68, 67, and go to your sides. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, get ready for... Oh, wait, never mind. Alright, CC. Oh, 2 hallucinations. Let's try and cleave those down, guys. Watch out for the barf. Get out of the AoE. Because another thing is they spawn these little red AoE circles that unleash a lot of conditions, and those hurt a lot. Alright, 35%. Get ready to go to the corners. Get ready to go to the corners. And go to your corners. Remember clockwise, clockwise. Alright, that one is good. Oh! Need help at south. Need help. Need help at south. And... Nice. Almost there. Almost there.
We missed you there.
Dang it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Vindicator rallies. Vindicator rallies. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nah. Okay. Crap. That was tough.
Clockwise there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't rotate clockwise well enough.
Yeah, that was me.
It's all good. We had a couple.
Hey, we got through the first one. I mean, if we can get through the first one, we can get through the second one. So.
True story.
True. Nice. Okay. So. Alright, hold up. Don't run in yet.
Okay,
Alright.
bad.
CC. Nice. Perfect.
There you
Perfect. Dooms has the AoE now, so we don't have to worry about getting out of that one.
Sorry, Rheyo. That was me.
It's all good. Oh, crap. What am I doing? There we go. Alright, get ready. 5% till phase. 3, 2, 1, 1.5. Alright, get to your sides.
East is fine.
Okay. Oh, crap, mine's not dead. There we go. Almost left mine alive. Alright, CC.
Vindicator up.
And it's down. Just get Taser. So, remember that you can rally off of Vindicators now, so try and tag those when you can, if you down. Okay. Hey, Renzo. It's going good. How about you? I also saw Ivan joined in on the stream earlier. Sorry about that. Ivan didn't say hey yet. How's it going, man? Alright, 6%, 5% till phase. CC. Nice. Alright, and go to your corners. Alright, south. One more. Get it. Nice. Sloppy, but we got it. So now it's just killing everything. Or finishing the boss. Alright, let's see. Nice.
Two Vindicators up.
Got the res.
I got 1, 2, go down.
Nice. Okay. Tense situation, but we got it. What did we have planned for today? So we were just doing dailies. So today was mechanic training, and we were just going through the dailies. And since we ended up getting all officers and people who run tier 4s regularly today, we didn't really have a huge crowd for the guild and our training session. We just figured that instead of just doing, since Nightmare was one of the
Okay, make sure you strike on the boss there.
Since 99 was one of the dailies, we just figured since we had all the officers and everything that we would just do challenge mode instead. So this is our last daily. So after this, we got a few minutes left. We might as well just do Rex after this if you guys are up for it. We're breezing through this. Nice.
Sure.
So one thing that I started doing is I put in the stream description what the plan is. So if you ever have any questions about that. So yeah, stream might go a little bit longer than an hour and a half just because Rex don't take long, so I don't mind doing that. But if it were like we were doing challenge training, I wouldn't. I would just call it at an hour and a half just because last time it took 4 hours, or almost 5 hours. So that was really tough. But anyway, moving on to the last boss. Everything is virtually the same. Things like everything else kind of happen quicker. The hallucinations that spawn after he stabs his swords into the ground and does the shockwave. Those hallucinations have a bigger AoE circle. And let me see. Oh yeah, let's GG real quick. And then let's see. 66 and 33%. Those are the same except the orbs launch out a little bit quicker. There's more orbs and all that stuff. And then when we start the fight, typically after every phase, the arena gets a little bit smaller. We're going to start off with a little bit of a smaller arena, so really not a huge deal. It doesn't really make it huge difference in my opinion. I rarely notice it, but you might. Let's see.
It makes 66 and 33 a little bit harder, but the rate
Yeah.
rate's the same, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a very good point.
And are we doing the same cardinal directions for the cap points?
We don't have to worry about that as long as we all just like split to the different sections. So just like north, kind of like a star.
Okay.
So just kind of like keep that in mind as you're doing it. Let's see what else is there. After 66 and 33%, there's a new CC phase, which is kind of like the one at SciX, except there's more mechanics going on. There's the bouncing orbs. If we don't CC in time, then we all wipe. And on top of that, there's the purple AoE circles that inflict torment and knock you back really far. So pretty much just CC there, and then we'll just DPS him down a little bit. And then he's going to have another CC bar. If you have any extra CC, use it then. If we can hit a double CC, that'll be like icing on top of the cake. That'd be awesome. And then that's pretty much it for the first 66%. After 33%, he'll do this new AoE where he'll try and pull you in with a shockwave, and you want to jump that. And then he has an AoE circle around him that you don't want to stand in because he's going kind of frantic and he hits a lot. And then he also has these arrows in like 6 different directions that he's gonna launch orbs from. So pretty much just jump the
33,
shockwave.
right?
Yeah, only at 33% non, but we just need to get him to 15%, and then we're set. So no big there. So everything's pretty much the same except for 66 and 33%. There's a CC phase there, and during the last 33%, there's going to be the that new AoE. And then one thing that I will mention though. One attack that is super quick is when he spawns those purple AoE fields within the fight. So he'll mark off the arena like a quadrant at a time, and then he'll launch out the purple field. And in normal mode, it's like spawn, spawn, hit, hit. In this one, it's like spawn, spawn, hit, hit. So you have to like really, really pay attention to that, because if you're not ready for it,
Okay.
it's gonna knock you back. And I think that happens after the first orb phase, so 66% and on. So just kind of have that in the back of your head and kind of expect that to happen.
It's after the
Okay.
yeah, it's after both orbs.
Oh, so it's only in the last 33%?
It's after both orbs.
Okay,
So the first orb and then the second orb. There's only 2 phases of that.
okay. Alright, you guys ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh wait, never mind. I thought you were talking about the CC phase. Yeah.
Oh, no, the one...
That's the whole fight, I think. After 66%, I think it's kind of up for grabs.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Because that one's the one that'll like almost knock you off the platform. So you really want to be careful about that. And if you get hit by it, if it doesn't knock you off the platform, that's where the outer ring is gonna be like a huge part, because you'll get knocked into the red circles that damage you. You'll already take enough damage from the hit as well. You'll be knocked down, and then you're also going to take a lot of torment. So if you try and move out of it, you're going to take a lot of damage. So you just really have to anticipate that attack. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
And oh, wrong weapon set. Okay. All right, we'll CC. And dodge. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's get CC.
Thank you.
That was bad.
Don't
I'm
listen to him.
sorry.
Don't listen to him. All right. And dodge. And dodge again. Nice. That's the #1 mechanic that'll wipe groups, in my experience. If, like, the first mechanic that'll wipe groups aside from orbs or whatever. And then CC again. There we go. Super nice. And dodge. Dodge. Nice. Good use of Blurred Frenzy there. So that's one thing that's really important in higher tier fractals for anyone that's watching, is you want to figure out ways to mitigate damage without using your dodges, because in cases like CM right here, you can see things are happening really, really quick, so you want to save your dodges for the big mechanics. So I just got hit by an auto attack because that's one of the attacks that does the least amount of damage, so I just kind of face tank that, and hoping I get healed at some point through that, which we have a good healer, so I'm comfortably able to rely on that. So, like shockwaves and everything, like this shockwave, if I were outside of that AoE circle, I would have jumped it instead of dodging it. The only reason why I dodged it is because of the damage right there, and I wanted to keep attacking the boss. That's also one of the major hitting things, that it's okay to use a dodge on that. Alright, 66% is coming up in 5%. 4, 3, 2, 1, and split. Need another on this side. Now, a helpful hint here is if your party downs at any point before this phase, we have something called the determination buff. So when this phase is complete, anyone that's dead is going to be resurrected at full health, even if they were completely dead. So Teza was full dead, and then Teza is going to be full rezzed here in like 2 seconds. After, wait, Vindicators make this part a little tough. Forgot about that.
Yeah, because Vindicators count as them.
Yeah, forgot about that.
And do whatever you can to grab a blue ball.
Yes. Alright, so once again, we want to kind of be careful here.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, get ready for the CC phase here. And CC. Nice. Okay. If you have any CC, hold it. And CC.
So close.
It's all good. Because that's good, because when his CC bar comes back up, holy crap, it was pretty much empty.
It was.
Oh, man.
Hey Jonas, yeah, it is rare seeing a Revenant and a Power Revenant at least in Fractals. But I mean, hey, this is the attack I was talking about. If you're not ready for that one, that is going to kick you, like, kick your butt. But yeah, it is pretty rare to see Power Revenant. I guess Revenant in general, I never see, like, I never even see Condi Renegades. But I've really been on a kick with Revenant lately. Ever since Revenant was made, it's kind of been my main. It took over my main from Thief, but after the hype kind of died down, after like the first nerfs, not the first, like the first few set of nerfs that they did to Revenant, I went back to Thief, and now it's kind of like 50-50, half Thief, half Revenant. Sometimes I'll experiment on a new class, but still using the good old Power Hero build. Invocation, Devastation, Full Zerker. Don't think anything's changed unless they rework some of the traits. So alright, so now we have one down. So the way to go about this is we're going to CC, and then once his bar is broken, we're going to resurrect. Alright, everyone res, everyone on RK. And we should be able to get him up before he becomes attackable again. Just kidding. Spoke too soon there. Alright, he's almost up, so res him when you can. Nice. Good job, guys. Ooh. Alright, so phase is coming in 4%. Alright, let's not CC yet. After this is done, let's CC. And here we go. Nice. Good CC, guys. Very good CC. And phase. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than the first one, so kind of be aware here. If your buddy downs next to you, try and kill their Vindicator. And if you're down, try and help kill the Vindicator. That way, we have less to deal with when we have to.
No, Dad, not you.
So I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I've never done this with Vindicators before.
Makes capping really difficult.
Yeah, dude, it really does.
You should just reset, I think.
No, I'm not a
Oh,
quitter.
Almost got one Vindicator now. There.
Nice.
You should reset.
Says the thief who gets insta down.
I wasn't insta down.
Yes. Go.
Notice how he's not trying to sit in the circle. He's trying to sit in a safe space and then get circles when he can.
Yeah, I'm really
Staying
going.
alive is more important. If you're soloing, staying alive is much more important than capping the circles.
Mm-hmm.
Because the circles can get capped eventually.
Yeah, and if you have nothing trying to decap them, then the progress never resets.
Yep. The rule of thumb here is you want to save your dodge rolls for the AoEs in the ground. Those are the most important to dodge. Everything else you can usually dodge without a dodge. So you can just kind of strafe through the red orbs, and the shockwaves you can jump without dodging. So you save your dodges for the crucial moments or the AoEs on the ground. And do everything you can do to get blue orbs. Those
Holy crap, okay.
will treat you nice.
And CC. Nice. Okay. And CC again. Alright, hold CC. And CC. And dodge. Keep in mind that the new AoE is coming up here pretty soon. Just keep an eye out for it. Alright, this is it. So get out of that AoE, jump shockwave, and then don't stand near the arrows. Pretty much if you just back dodge towards where there's a space between the arrows, then you'll be safe. It's a pretty easy mechanic to dodge. It's all good. Alright, we just need to get them to 15%, get out of that AoE, and CC. And nice. Good job, guys. 18, 17, 16 dodge, and ooh, get to the center, and we've got it. Alright, now here, you just want to angle your screen down and look for the arrows. Wherever the...
It just speed up as well, so...
Nice.
Get knocked back.
Awesome. So if you don't have stability or Aegis or anything like that, you want to look for these arrows right here, and then whenever you're in the line of sight of an arrow, then you want to just...
Don't have stability.
Yeah. You just want to sidestep them. That was good. Nice. I think, okay, we got Mama first pull, we got Syax on the second pull, and then Enceladus on the 3rd. Nice. That was pretty good, guys. Pretty darn
This is
good.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, I said 3rd, didn't I? Yeah, we got it on the first pool. My bad.
And it was Sir's first 99
it was my first-
step, so congratulations.
Well, thanks.
Nice.
I did die every step of the way, but I do learn.
Yeah, dude, dying is the best teacher, honestly. So, because once you're down, you have a first person like if your party's not downing with you, then you have a first person perspective of what's going on, as opposed to just watching a video. So that's pretty good. Awesome. All right.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna do Rex now. If you guys want to keep doing that.
Could I get just maybe a few minute break?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, be right back.
All right. So I'm going to open the stuff. Okay, Jonas. What class do you recommend in high-level fracts? Druid, a healer, or DPS weaver? I think I agree with Akmanos. Definitely what you enjoy playing. And then another factor that you want to play in, though, is what you can also survive on a little bit. I know I am horrible on Ellie, and although I would enjoy playing it, I'd have to learn how to play Ellie first before I could take it into Fractals.
Ellie's quite hard. Weaver's
yeah.
really hard.
Yeah. Weaver has a crazy rotation compared to Tempest or anything like that. And like a thing with Ellie is like the light armor version of a thief, which I'm comfortable on a thief and not an Ellie, but the difference there is a thief can have like unlimited dodges and an Ellie has 2, and like staff 4 on fire or something like that. Like there's not, like Ellie has almost no survivability built into its rotation compared to thief or something like that. So it's pretty much.
Plus, if you're playing Staff Weaver, you can't even get to that fire 4 half the time.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get to.
Yeah.
If you need it on demand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really tough. So I would say Druid, if you're comfortable playing Healing Druid, that is a go-to class. Like that's a class that people really, really desire.
Can I pitch Chrono? Because as you saw, half the time I don't need to move. I'm just distorted, blurred, or dodging.
Yeah, that's another good one. Chrono is very good. And Chrono is probably the most desired class because it has pretty complicated rotation compared to other things. And it's not a DPS rotation, it's a boon uptime rotation. And dealing with mechanics can easily interrupt your rotation, which is very bad. But if support is one of your things, Chrono not only has like good survivability, good boon uptime, but also has a crap ton of CC. So I said Ellie again, didn't I?
No, you said Chrono.
Okay, so Chrono. I meant to say Chrono if I did. Okay, whatever. But Chrono is a good option if you have that option, if you have gear for it. But ultimately, what you're comfortable with, learn on what you're comfortable with, then experiment in new classes. I learned everything on a Herald, and then one thing that I do is when I have a new class, I'll run my dailies on a class that I'm comfortable with, and then I'll run my recommendeds on a class that I want to try out. That way, I'm kind of getting like tough experience, and I'm not just running a meta map, but it's also not horrible, and like I'm not getting blasted, you know? So if I wanted to try Tempest, I'd run my recommendeds with it. Sorry, this is like a really long-winded answer, but ultimately what you're comfortable with, both of those options are good.
When in doubt, power over Condi.
I might caution learning Fractals on Druid, because Druid has a lot of mechanics and a lot of things that you can use as a crutch. Like if you're missing mechanics and stuff, you can heal yourself out of it. So it might make your Fractals not as good in the future.
That's a good point. So we're going to go the safe route with this. Okay, so just for those watching, most of your parties are going to go this way. We're going to try and go this way. So this way we'll have groups of vets spawn every so often. We're going to clear them as they spawn, and it will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So this is the first group. Takes a little bit longer, but it's much less of a headache. Next spot's going to be near the Singularity. There's going to be these archers that spawn. You have to be careful with these.
Marble archers.
Yep, if you attack them at from an unfair advantage, then they will become invulnerable. So make sure that you get in a range that they can hit you at, so you can damage them down. If you start attacking them from down here, then they're going to be invulnerable, and you won't be able to help your party kill them, and your party's going to get wiped. So here's the other group.
I don't think I've ever seen misconvergence on this one. This would be interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to clear this group, and after this we're going to get those burning oils, because burning oils are the killer. On top of all these Ascalonian monks with the GS warriors and blah 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 blah, oils will kill you if those things don't. Alright, and oils are almost down. Perfect, now oils are down, we can burn the boss, and everything will be easy peasy from here on out. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check out that Sword Weaver build, because that's like, I love using swords, and I've been wanting to try Sword Weaver, and so I definitely want to try that out. Have you tried that out?
Yeah, I'm running it and I love it.
Nice.
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Nice.
It's much easier than Staffweaver.
Alright, so a quick tip for this part for anyone watching. The way that you want to tell what path to do, there's 4 paths. Always check from left and go right. Whichever one is not barricaded first is the path that you go on. So I can see a barricade in the distance here. That's not the way to go. This isn't the way to go.
It's the last one.
Yep. And this way is barricaded, so it's going to be the last one. But that's really...
Go right.
When in doubt. But yeah, a lot of the times that very first one, all the way in the back corner over there, is the one that's not barricaded. And that just saves a lot of time. I know a lot of people used to like run up the stairs and try and get like an aerial view from right up here. I never could see far enough. I never understood why people really did that, because you can never really see far enough, at least in my perspective. And then I just kind of started noticing that whichever one was not barricaded first is the route to go. And that's just hung true for over a year. So I don't know why that
I
is,
just
but
always go right, so I don't know.
I have no idea
It's
why
usually
that's the
right.
case, but
Usually right, you can get there no matter what.
yeah.
Usually.
Usually. Okay. Alright, so now we're making it to the courtyard. We can ignore the oil here, doesn't really matter because the gate down so quick. So now we're going to go behind the statue and lure 1 set at a time. And now we have 2 sets, which is fine, no biggie. Pretty much we all want to kind of stay stacked behind a pillar, that way the ballistas don't keep knocking us back repeatedly. That way we can also stack on the healer for heals, and we can also cleave all these guys down with no issue. Nice. All these guys are cleaved down. So now we're just going to Leroy, go kill the arrow carts and everything. always keep an eye on these guys. These guys are killers. They will just come up out of nowhere, and they will just, they'll Greatsword 5 you, like a warrior Greatsword 5, charge you, uppercut you, and nail like a 15k out of nowhere, which is ridiculous. So just kind of be aware of those. Always keep an eye out for when something just charges at you out of nowhere. Alright. And now we're just going to kill these guys at the door. Someone said a speed clear tactic would be to stand at the statue and let them all run to you. It really doesn't matter how you do this, honestly. Just make sure you kill them so they don't kill the shaman in the center. Which I've literally never had the shaman in the center die, so I don't really know what happens. I think we got some extra ads come down. Did we just get a double spawn here?
Yeah, never happened.
I've never had a double spawn here. It's pretty
Yeah,
nuts.
normally it happens 1 or 2 down.
Yeah.
Alright, I missed the.
Oh god, he's gonna die.
No.
God,
No.
just before you said that.
Yeah, jeez.
And
I
normally
blame
double.
misblurring together. Messing
Yeah,
up the timing.
that's what it is. It's the Mistlocked instability.
Now, are 2 gonna run out of this one? Or
Typically,
Should, but-
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, 2 typically run out of this one.
I know. I just didn't know if it mixed up.
So apparently if you clear the ad pack too quickly, you get a double spawn. So that just means we're prodigies.
It's that 40,000 thief DPS.
Oh, is that right? I see 23.
Oh, it peaked at 40.
Oh.
I walked away. I let you guys clean up the trash.
Oh, is that right? Alright, now here we just pretty much stack and kill. He's going to spawn a little banner boy. And
Banner boy.
little banner boy. And he's going to apply retaliation to him, like permanent retaliation to him. But normally that's a problem if you're like running full blast cannon and don't have heals in the group. But that's not going to be a big deal for us.
Bunny out.
Watch out for that bunny. CC. Yeah, so pretty much this is just CC when his bar is blue and then kill him. Where it can get a little bit tough is when he hits 25%. When he hits 25%, he'll start becoming enraged, pull out Fiery Greatsword, and he starts doing like massive amounts of damage and running all over the place. So when he says, "I will never surrender," that's when he gets the Fiery Greatsword and he starts going ham. So in this case, we have a good healer, so we just want to stay stacked, rely on him, get all the might, get all the heals, get all the quickness from Chrono. And you can see here it wasn't a big deal. But if you're running in a group that's like a whole bunch of DPS, that could become a problem because you have no heals. That was good. Let's see. Okay. So for this, there's going to be 3 buttons. We need to get through these 3 buttons. So Dooms is going up to the first one. Once we get to this gate.
I can get the second, I was gonna say.
Okay, cool. Once we get to this gate, we can go and clear these guys. Once we clear these guys, then Taser can step on the second button. We want to clear these guys because it will make this next section just easy if we don't have them running around. Then once we're through here, we're just going to clear up a little bit.
You want me on the panel or on the button?
Probably you on a panel, or button on a button.
I'll take panel.
Oh crap! I just fell through the middle.
It's all good.
All right.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
Done that so many times. It's annoying.
That's hilarious.
Alright, we got a dredge right there next to Brandon. We want to get aggro of that if we can.
Yep, on my way.
Go.
75. Open.
Awesome. So pretty much,
Oh, and the door closed right in my face. I'll have to GG.
So- no, you can
jump off the side and run up the ramp.
yeah, right here. There we go.
Okay.
So pretty much what you got to do in that third room is have 2 people idle on buttons and not move from that position while someone at the panel interacts with it, and the channeling of the panel cannot be interrupted. So that could be by damage, that could be by the panel closing, and the panel will close if someone jumps off of one of the buttons. So you got to be really careful there. Typically want to have people with a lot of sustain on the buttons, and then have someone like a thief or someone who can like like stealth through the damage or block through the damage on the panel, and then have
Chronos
whoever's
are also really good at fighting or distracting people because they can send a clone that does almost no damage, but just distracts the dredge.
yeah, that's
Fun
a really important thing, is to have all the ads off of whoever is whoever's on the panel, because just a simple attack can interrupt them. So right here, you what we need to do is get 3 people with effective guns to the door. That way we can start hurting it. So I stood in that back corner because we had 3 people with guns, and we can only get it down 25% at a time. So if I were to stand here, my gun would have broken. Even though we had 5 people with guns, and everyone's gun broke because we were all standing next to the door when we got that 25% down. So if you stand far enough away, it won't break your gun. That way you won't have to go and get another one and rerun it and everything. Oh, I'm gonna stand away. That way my gun doesn't get broken. There we go. So my gun's already good to go. And sorry if I missed anyone saying, hey, my chat was set to something different, so it didn't show everyone's message for some reason.
And yes, twice in one day.
Nice.
Not the freaking ice guy.
Alright, so now we're going to be... hey, safe. We're going to be killing the dredge. What we have to do here is there's these 4 lava buckets in each corner. And so Brandon right there is going to interact with this lever once the boss gets on this burn spot right here and make him vulnerable with fire damage. So one thing that you have to be very aware of here is that someone's going to get fixated. Whoever's fixated, the boss is only after you. It's not after anyone else. So just to give a quick example on how to lure properly, this is what a lot of people don't do, is people will get fixated and stand right here. But if you're fixated and you're standing right here, the boss is going to stop actually right there. So what you need to do is stand a little bit back. That way the boss will run right on top of the burn spot, and then you can stack on him, like run on him, keep him there, CC him, blah, 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 blah. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start. There we go. I'm fixated. So instead of standing right here, I'm going to stand right here. That way he runs on the burn spot. I run at him. I CC him. He is perfectly on there. And we just damage him down. We might be able to get him down in one hit here.
One hit. Wow.
Or one go. Yeah, we still got 20 seconds left on the buff. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Alright, I gotta free up some space real quick.
Let's see how fast we can take this one down.
Don't be quick.
In challenge mode with 80% reduced healing.
Do you need that?
I do, but not right now. It's fine.
And wrong
Oh,
level.
let's do it. Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
needs
right.
to be.
Yeah, it needs to be
Oh yeah, it
fifth
has to
level.
be at the 21.
Mm-hmm. So typically, just to give this, we can do this without doing the meta tactic. Meta tactic here is just run up these boulders. That way you can range everything down safely.
There's also a veritable army on tier 4.
Yeah, these guys hit very hard on tier 4. Actually, even hit hard in this tier. If you're down here soloing, you can take a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm going to play Inventory Wars because I'm running out of space. Nice. So after you clear all those grawl, you're just running down here. Don't get hit by the boulders because it will down you instantly. And then now for this section, what we need to do is throw these infused stones at this grawl shaman because you're going to get this bubble that he has 8 stacks that we need to strip off of. and we can only strip them off with the infused stones. But what we need to do in the meantime is kill these veteran Grawl to prevent them from pushing the captives off the edge. If they reach the captive and they push one off the edge, then we won't get a reward chest for this fight. So pretty much prioritize Grawl, throw stones when possible. Stuff like Immobilize, Chill, any sort of CC is really helpful here as well. So when I get an infused stone, I don't want to go past this point, otherwise it's going to do this. It's going to land right on the head. So what I'll have to do is go right up, pick it up and throw it at him. If I, actually pick it up. There we go. So instead, I want to go pretty much anywhere behind this skeleton. Right here on the ground. Not anywhere, but you don't want to be too far. But when he spawns, if you have minions or anything like that, you want to move away. That way he will come down from this skull platform. And it's safe to melee him for everyone that's melee. No.
There's no stones.
So if you are a Condi build for some reason, I don't know if that's still the case, but this shield right here doesn't nerf your damage, so you can kind of keep attacking him.
There's no stones.
Yeah, there we go. An infused stone popped up, but it's already down. So in that case, you want to find an infused stone and kill the boss. Now, pretty much now we just got to get to the boss, the final boss.
We're gonna do the shortcut, or?
Yeah, so obviously the typical way is this way, but we're gonna do something like a little shortcut. We're gonna try and jump down safely.
Which I didn't do.
There we go, got out of combat. Boom. If you die, it's no big deal, because we will make it there in a second. Once you make it here, yeah, you want to get out of combat, and you have to get out of combat by jumping around and moving because you have this debuff called Hot Foot, and Hot Foot means when you stand still, I'll just take burning stacks. So this is Hot Foot. There we go. Treat the boss like normal. Boom. Every 75%, the boss is going to bubble. When he bubbles, we need to attack him 40 times to break his shield. Or, excuse me, 30 times. And once it's broken, here's an important thing. Enraged. He gets enraged for a little bit. And when he's enraged, it's for like 10 seconds. I'm going to see every single time I attack, I'm taking a stack of burning, which does a lot of damage. So, if you don't have a healer, that is something that could easily wipe your party even on tier 1 if you're not careful. You need to clear that burning. In the case that you don't have a healer, like you see how quickly I'm taking burning stacks right here. There's no internal cooldown for that. If you don't have a healer, focus on killing all of these lava elementals and get them out of the way in the meantime. And then once the enrage buff is back, then get back on the boss. Nice, and that is all of it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Nice, and I'm gonna open up
G-E-Z.
Knock on the loop.
GG easy. But I'm gonna go ahead and open my boxes so you guys can see what I get. Let's see what I... Okay, so I already opened one of my initiate research chest. Oops. There's my encryptions I've gotten so far. There's my keys I've gotten so far. So I'll just finish opening these because those are standard. And
27 ascended salvage kits today.
are you serious?
I got a 20, a 5, and 2 singles.
Holy crap, dude. That's nuts. Alright, here we go. One at a time. Boom, boom, boom. Nada mucho. Boom. Oh, Fractal Trident. Healing Signet Ring. Delgamore Ingot. Tier 3 chests now. Nada. Tier 4 chests. Here we go. And nada. Well, that wasn't too bad. Got a Delgamore Ingot. Got a ring. And then I got a Trident skin. Which is, I don't know what to do with it. So, nice.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
I'm going to go ahead and just sell all my junk. Started off at 17 gold. Now at 25 gold from just the sellable junk with the encryptions. Now at 27 gold, and I still have encryptions to open. Let's see. I always go and I buy my 30 deeply discounted. Boom. Because I just spent 6 gold, so now I'm down to 21, so I still made a profit. But now I still have 8 left over. So that is 1.6 gold that I haven't used yet, and then I have 22 encryptions that I'm going to open, which could give me more keys. So look, I just got 11 keys, and I still have 5 more to open. So that's helpful. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's take that. Nice.
Wow. So what do you got?
And look at that.
All these stuff went today.
And I bought my 30 keys, and I still came up with, I started off at 17 gold, spent 6, and now I'm at 31 gold. And I still have 11 keys left over.
Oh, gross.
Oh, that's so gross. Let's see.
259 mini free views.
259.
54. I mean,
At 10 coppers each, you're getting rich.
It was 3 earlier today.
Oh, they'll go back up to 30 sooner or later.
Well, that was a lot of fun, folks.
It was.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Alright, I'm going to drop call. I will see you guys later on.
Yeah.
alright, bye.
See you Thursday.
Bye. Love you.
Love you guys.
Aw.
Alright, see you guys. Alright, awesome. Yeah, so this is pretty much everything here. Hey, how's it going, Ken? But yeah, sorry if I missed anyone saying hey. I had my chat on the stream set to, what is it? Top chat, and it says some messages may not be visible, and then live chat, all messages are visible. Missed my girlfriend's message, and then missed Sife's message at first, so sorry if I missed anyone's hey. I just didn't see it until I swapped the chat mode. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging around. So for anyone that's kind of just getting on, we went over all of today's dailies and recommendeds. One of today's dailies was Nightmare, so we did the challenge mode of Nightmare, just because we had pretty much all officers in our guild in the party, so we just figured why not. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So if you guys want to backtrack, see what we did, that'd be cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's getting kind of late my time. Just want to say thank you guys for hanging around, supporting me. I will have my next Fractal guide up at some point. I haven't started working on it yet. Been pretty busy lately. But it's going to be Underground Facility is going to be the guide that I'm doing. So the second recommended Fractal that we did is the guide that I'm going to be doing. The one with the buttons, control panel, oil, or not oil, lava at the very end. So you can look forward to that pretty soon. And I do want to mention that if you do want to support me, I do have links to like my affiliate links for anything like expansion wise that you buy from the site. I get 10%. And I also have my Patreon link if you guys would like to support me or sponsor me monthly. That'd be a huge help. But yeah. Other than that, we are Fractal Guild. If fractals are your thing in NA and EU, we do have space for you if you want to join. Just let me know your account name and what server you're on, and I'll get you in the guild. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on Thursday for challenge mode training, and have a good week.